Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas comes under renewed pressure to accept any conditions imposed by the U.S. on the Palestinian Authority regarding peace talks with the Israeli regime. U.S. President Donald Trump is to unveil his peace plan for the Middle East. An Egyptian newspaper has quoted an Egyptian diplomat as warning that Palestinians may in the future regret not having accepted what they now see as too little. The dynamics of regional diplomacy regarding the Palestinian issue seems somehow mysterious, as it is unclear which governments or leaders are behind pressuring Abbas. Some observers say they may include Saudi Arabia. One media report recently revealed that Saudi officials, months ago, demanded Abbas during a visit to Riyadh accept Trump's al-quds move, which made the Palestinian president angry.
That's been going on for several months since Kushner originally, along with Greenblatt, proposed a kind of secretive peace plan which they said would be very attractive to Abbas and the Palestinians, but they didn't outline what it would entail, apart from suggesting that it might deal with, in very vague terms, with the settlement problem. It didn't discuss the issue of Jerusalem, as far as I know, and it didn't discuss any kind of long-term withdrawal of the Israelis from the occupied territories.
Ever since December 6, when Trump recognized Jerusalem al-Quds as Israel's capital and vowed to move the U.S. embassy to the holy city from Tel Aviv, Arab states have ostensibly opposed the move. But media reports say behind the scene, they have demanded Abbas resign to the decision.
We have not given up on peace as a strategic option, but the peace we seek must adhere to the internationally agreed terms of reference for the negotiations between the parties. Such negotiations will have a specific time frame for the establishment of a Palestinian state on the borders of June 4, 1967, with East Jerusalem as its capital.
President Abbas over the Trump administration's peace plan come as Trump has yet to disclose it. But analysts believe that it is absolutely clear that the peace plan will be lopsided toward Israel. Trump has openly sided with Tel Aviv regarding the Palestinian issue, drawing angry reactions from Palestinians and Muslims around the world. Trump has played into Israel's hand by giving the regime unbridled support. Israeli forces have harshly cracked down Palestinians protesting daily against the U.S. president's recognition of al-Quds as Israel's capital.
My suggestion would be, obviously being an observer rather than an active participant in this process, for the Palestinians to do what I've been recommending for several years, which is to develop their own strategy, which involves going to a really independent country such as China, which has got some leverage over America on the Security Council, because it can say to the United States, this is not an issue you can fairly deal with because you're a party to the dispute.
The decision has also emboldened Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to the extent that he has called on all world nations to follow Trump's lead and recognize al-Quds as Israel's capital and move their embassies to the city. Much of the international community has refused to give in to such pressures. So have Palestinians.